woman, or even a man for that matter. All right? All right. Let's finish up verse 4. It says, so that they may encourage the young women to tenderly love their husbands and their children, to be sensible, pure makers of a home, okay, where God is honored, good-natured, being subject to their own husbands, so that the word of God will not be dishonored. All right, and it goes on and continues to teach. This is an example of sound doctrine. In a similar way, urge the young men to be sensible and self-controlled, and to behave wisely, taking life seriously. Again, he's teaching sound doctrine. In other words, things that should be taught to learn. It's not just sounding good and, oh, yep, that's the way it's supposed to be, but then you never do it. No, you learn it. How do you know you learn it? Because you're doing it. All right? And in all things, show yourself to be an example of good works and with purity in doctrine. When you're teaching, have the strictest regard for integrity, truth, honesty, dignified, sound, and beyond reproach in instruction, so that the opponent of the faith will be shamed, having nothing bad to say about us. Isn't that good? And so once, the doctrine or the teaching goes forth, and I'll probably say teaching more so, doctrine just means teaching. You're being taught something, and the way you've learned it is you're doing it. Does that make sense? Just to keep it simple, and let's not go into a whole lot of Greek and Hebrew and all these big words, because they don't mean anything if you're not doing it. Okay? So once you begin to do it, that's really how you learn it better, and you become to the point perfected in as he is teaching here in literally, and Paul was teaching Titus. These were, his proteges. All right. Then he goes on, talks about the servants, urge the servants, or those who are working, who have bosses, who have supervisors, who have people over them, to be subject to their own masters and everything, to be pleasing and not talk back, not stealing things regardless of value, but proving. And let me tell you, you can steal time just as much as you can steal things, because if you're, playing with your computer, playing computer games during work hours, when you should be working, and then the boss comes along all of a sudden,